Okay, this is continuation of the video before. I just got a Weber phone call from my wife and I lost the video. So I have it at supposedly 12 volts input, but it says 15, 140 milliamps, 130 milliamps. This is the input to it. And we have 130 milliamps here. This is shorted out. That's a lot, pretty good milliamps, where you would expect some pretty bad lens loss, but it's going good. I'm taking off the short now. Let's see what the RPM is without a short. Okay, no short. RPM's 1320. This is the top speed I do with this thing. Okay, here's the amps in. I'm going to short it now. Short it out. Amps across the generator coils in AC, not really an output. And it's the same as going in. And let's see what it's dropped. Again, low lens. Not no lens, but low lens. Okay. I'm going to change the skew again, the offset again. So hold on, I'm going to press pause. Okay, I skewed it to the opposite direction, which I mean, turn this off. So it is now, it's going counterclockwise. Where are those? There they are. Now it's not straight across now, but the near one is to the right of the back one now, not to the left. So this used to be the first test. This white mark was on the left side of this back mark. Now it's on the right side. So you could say this is trailing. A trailing or retarded offset. To me, a retarded offset is going to be how it should be in my mind, but that doesn't mean much. It sounded good though as soon as I started this one. So let's see how this goes. This is at the low voltage. And I'll do the same test. I'll short it out. The rotor's a little bit whoopy. It's okay. Actually, I'm going to fix that rotor. Hold on. Okay, rotor's much better. Now, I'm going to start it up. I can move this Hall effect just barely away from the magnets, little trigger magnets, and also to the left or right, advanced or retarded. Just barely move it around. It sounds good here. I want to get about 50 milliamps to it. Okay, right there, I like it there. 40 milliamps, 4.6 input. Let's see what happens when we short it. Now, this is trailing about 3 or 4 millimeters to the right. The near rotor is to the right of the back rotor, so I call it trailing for some reason. Here we go. Short it out. Oh wow, a lot of amps. A lot of lens law. Look at that lens law. And this is how I know this is having an effect, because when I have it advanced, it doesn't slow down this bad and go up this much in amps. Okay, well, let's just try the next one up, see what happens. Maybe RPM is going to make a difference. Okay, I took off the short. We're going to take it up to about 10 volts, I think it was. 8 volts. Here's the input amps. Here's the RPM climbing. This is without a short. Amps is dropping as the RPM climbs. Now let's short it. I bet you this is going to kill it. Yes. You can hear it go down, down. So that's lugging bad. That's not a good rotor position. I bet you at high RPMs it will also lug. Let's try it. Full speed, about 12 volts in, 200 milliamps. Get it up to speed. It's going to really fly now. I'll just do it now. I'm pretty sure this is going to lug. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, short. Good amperage being made. Here's the input amps, here's the output amps. But listen to it slow down. So that's lens law bad and that offset. Turn it off. So this lens law is this. and it's going counterclockwise. That just makes a lot of Lenz's law. Lenz's reaction, better term, because it's not a law. So that's going this way. Okay, so a little bit. Let's pull that really tight, like 2 millimeters away. Okay, so now look where it is. I pulled it tighter. The near rotor is still to the right of the back rotor, so I call this leading or advanced. So it's advanced about 2 millimeters and it's going counterclockwise. Like I said, I like to watch my videos after I do all this. That's why it's so boring. So I'm going to put it on pause and then start it up and see how this does. Okay, here we go. This is the low voltage input again. 4.7 volts, 40 milliamps input. Let's see what the RPM is. RPM, about 508 or so, climbing. And let's short it out. Here we go. The Lenz's reaction test. Shorted. I didn't hear anything. Isn't bad. This stayed here. Oh, here. There's only 20 milliamps. That's why we didn't hear anything. Not much Lenz's being made, so let's take it up to 10 volts, or 8 volts. 8 volts input. It's shorted out right now. Going this much. Here's what I was saying. Look at all those RPMs now, but it didn't make the amps go up. Now it's going up to 3. Bill Muller told me that all the amps you get is that first layer of coil lines over the core. That first layer of coil lines over the core is all the amps you're ever going to get. So that's what he said anyway. I'm going to crank this up. I don't like this one because it's not making much amps on the output. We're up to 12 volt input. Here's the amps input. And it's shorted out now, and all we got is 30 milliamps. That's the RPM. So let's take off the short, see what happens. See, not much change. Okay, short off, short on. So you could say this is no Lenz, but because there's no reaction really in RPMs or amps, but the milliamps created is so low it doesn't really register so much. It's off. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the other side, the near rotor to the left, not to the right. I'd say 2 millimeters to the left is going to be the optimum. So hold on. Okay. Here's what we have now. The rotor facing nearer to me is just a bit to the left of the rotor in the back side. So the magnets don't face up directly, but the magnets on this rotor are a little bit to the left. I'd say 2 millimeters. Okay. And it's going to go counterclockwise. Okay, hold on.